From the mayor to those working with our kids, tonight our community is searching for solutions and action for recent violence, including the death of a 14-year-old. Manuel Guzman died yesterday after he was stabbed during a confrontation with another student at Northeast Middle School. He was in the 8th grade. As of now, the community has raised nearly $21,000 to help with funeral expenses for the family. There's a small memorial for Guzman outside the middle school. Students there have one more day of class this week before a long weekend. For a lot of families, it's just a chance to process what happened yesterday.
I have to get up and think about if I take my kids to school, what is going to happen, if they're going to be safe.
She did not want to come, but it's like we got to keep moving forward.
The suspect in this case is also a 14-year-old student. He now faces numerous charges, including first-degree murder. His name will not be released. Tonight, we're taking a closer look at things that leaders and we as a community can do right now to help stop the violence.
It's not just my house, my yard, my kids. It's our houses, our yards, our communities.
KSHB 41 News reporter Megan Abundis talked with a local group that helps bring mentors into our schools. They say there are simple things that we can do outside the classroom.
You can't help but to ache. Your heart can't help but to ache.
Violence behind school doors. A middle school student killed.
You're just like, wow, how did we get here?
Nicole and Joseph Strauss say it's hard to point to just one thing. They've been in Kansas City schools for 20 years, mentoring, talking, using men, dads in the community, men for change.
This is not new. It's not a new situation.
Violence in schools, that is. But they say perhaps the visibility on social media and the severity of violence has.
Now it's not only a little bit more aggressive, but then it's also more widely propagated.
After a stabbing inside Schlegel High School last winter, they pulled community leaders together to act. Their plans now in the works, even more crucial.
I'm going to go in, we're going to start talking to the parents that are dropping their kids off and saying, hey, instead of dropping, why don't you park and let's walk them, all the way to Parallel. We got a lot of walkers and we got a lot of, let's make sure we've got some guidance for our kids. So we're going to start a little bit on the outside of the school. We're going to start a little bit on the inside of the school, because what we really see is a lot of issues happening before and after school.
You've heard it before that communication starts at home, but what these two have found is sometimes it's not that easy.
Are we even talking to our kids when we pick them up? Do we have a conversation? Hey, how was your day? When went down to school today? Show me your Snapchat. Do you know anything weird going on?
But we want to help increase the safety.
We're not just watching it on the news and crying or just saying, oh, that's terrible. That the community is saying, we got you. Yeah. What do you need? We're here.
Because they say we can't lose any more kids, valued people in our community.
These aren't just somebody else's kids. They're residents in your community. They are the next business owners. They're the next care providers.
Megan Abundis, KSHB 41 News.